Hello, this is David from DN Cognitive Counseling. Tonight I got a very interesting question. How can I have a healthy relationship if I myself am not so healthy? Should I not be in a relationship? Should I just work on myself? It's a great question, and it's something we really should talk about, because if you read through a lot of psychological literature, especially when it talks about relationships, it talks about two people being healthy, coming together and fostering a healthy environment to raise children. There's only one slight problem with that. The majority of the population has some sort of character defects, problems, and issues. By that definition, there should be very few relationships. I always say every dom has a sub, and every sub has a dom. That doesn't mean necessarily you have two people that are necessarily healthy, but they fit each other well and can have very successful relationships. The reality is we all are very judgmental when it comes to health. We all believe that something that we don't like or we think that is not good, that's not healthy and shouldn't happen. And that's problematic. The way that I like to define a relationship and to see whether or not it's adaptive in functioning or maladaptive in functioning. Does it work together that both units fit each other's needs and they come together building something better than the individuals? Or is it that both people come together, destroy, and cause more chaos and problems? When you find that second one, it's a good idea to dissolve that relationship. But if you find the first one, there's no problem in having that relationship. So many times I have people saying to me, how am I supposed to know this? How can I see this? And I remember many years ago hearing a song from the CoverGirls called Show Me. And I constantly go back to that. And I utilize the terminology, do not listen, watch the mouth, watch the feet. So I'm going to go through the lyrics of the song rather quickly, well, to break it down. And then I'm going to talk a little bit about what that means. I can't sing, so I'm not going to try, but I'll just go through the lyrics. The song's from 1987, and the lyrics go, you say that you really love me, and I'm always on your mind. And you say I should be your lover, and we should spend some time. But I'm not persuaded that quickly. My heart has been broken before, you see. So if you want to be my lover, you'd have to prove that your love is true to me. This first verse is absolutely brilliant. It's not a matter of whether or not should I be able to be physical with you right away. The question is, do you deserve that type of relationship? Are you going to be somebody that wants to build something with me to have that type of relationship? And so many times people are quote unquote, and I'm not talking about people that want to hook up. That's absolutely fine. If two people want to hook up, that's great. And they enjoy it, perfect. I'm talking about people that want a relationship and then they keep hooking up and then they keep finding themselves to be miserable because they didn't have the investment in the relationship to create what was needed. Let's go on. Because it's easy to say that you love me. Or tell me you love me. Easy to say, you're thinking of me. Words are so easy to say. Show me, you really love me. Actions speak louder than words. Show me, you really need me, because all those lies I've already heard. Now, again, there's brilliance to these words in the fact that people will say lots of things to tell you what they're going to do. But when you look at what they will physically do to help you out, it tells you much more. When you're down in the dumps and you call up at 3 o'clock in the morning and you say to your boyfriend or girlfriend, I'm really hurting right now, I'm having this problem. And they're like, I'm sorry, I'm not going there with you right now. That tells you something. When they are emotionally distanced or they push away your needs because their needs are more important than yours, that tells you something in their actions. Don't listen to how many times they use the word love. Watch how many times they show the word love in action. Are they there to make sure and hold you as a support? Or is it a matter they just want to get what they get and then leave? Going on with the words. You say there is no other. I am the only one. And you say that if we were lovers, we would have so much fun. But my mother warned me that I should beware of young boys saying things that you say. So I must be sure that if I give you my love, you won't take it and then run away. Now again, the words are beautifully written in terms of the idea, because that's exactly the aspect of what happens in many, many relationships. The person gets what they want out of it without giving anything back, or giving enough that the person feels that they're building something with them. And then they don't understand why it falls apart. Because it's easy to say you tell me you love me. Easy to say you're thinking of me. Words are so easy to say. Getting down to the next verse, which basically goes on. The last two verses. Show me you really love me. Let me believe that it's true. Show me you really need me, and I'll get together with you. In other words, I need proof before I'm going to go and give you that type of love. Now again, this is not for somebody who just says, you know something, I just want to hook up with people. That's fine. This is for people who say, I want that relationship, but I can't seem to get it. I'm hooking up with people left and right, and nobody wants to do that. They tell me that. And the problem is, you're not looking at the feet. You're not looking at the actions. You're so focused on the words that you get stuck. And then you don't have what you say that you want. So many people that I see are constantly telling me what they want. And they're constantly doing the opposite of what's getting what they want. I want a relationship that's going to be wonderful and build. So I find people that are unavailable, emotionally distant, and don't want that at all. That's not going to work out too well. If you want an emotionally distant relationship and you want to find emotionally distant people, you absolutely can. If that's what, and by the way, there are people that have those types of relationships. There are people that are very happy in open relationships. But could you imagine looking for somebody that wants an open relationship and then getting together with somebody that wants to be monogamous and go, let's make this work? It's not going to go too well. You can't have that mutually exclusive in terms of its philosophy of the relationship being that diverse and thinking, this is going to be wonderful. This is going to be a great relationship. If you are married to a value system that you are believing is going to be most helpful to you, and then you have somebody who's the exact opposite value system, not going to go well. So if you're looking for a healthy relationship with somebody, it's not that you have to be healthy and always have the right mindset and be able to deal with things emotionally and be self-centered as a person. It's just not factually true. But you do need to find your yin to your yang. You need to find the things in the relationship that you both have the same values for and you're both building towards. Because if you're trying to build a sandcastle while they're trying to build Lego, you're not going to do too well together. You both got to work on the same activity for you to both be going in the same direction. I hope this will be helpful to you in terms of thinking about how to build that relationship and to think about it. If you like this video, hit like. If you disagree with anything I said, please comment below. I'll be very happy to respond. If you didn't subscribe, please do. If you think this will be helpful to somebody else, please share it. And if you would like to donate to the cause, we have the Subscribe-star button below. I wish you a good night and good mental health. And thank you for joining me.